morning, it's Monday again. So soon, it's absolutely glorious. Really, really lovely this morning. Sun is shining, sky is blue, as you can see. How was everybody's weekend? Mine was okay, just okay. It was... I'm just struggling. I struggled a little bit over the weekend because I feel like there's nothing to look forward to. I feel like, just the tedium of the days is messing with my head a bit now. Yeah, anyway, let's not go down that path. I've got up this morning bright and early. It's a bank holiday, but I don't really do bank holidays at the moment. What's the point? They're exactly the same as every other single day. So I'm going to have a work day because I feel like I just operate better when I have a work day than when I have a day off. I've got too much time to think on a day off. So I'm having a normal day. I can't drop off at the delivery office because they are closed today, so I will do my delivery office drop-offs tomorrow. I've got a new phone. I'm filming you on a new phone at the moment. I had an iPhone X, which I've had for about 18 months, and in the last month or so, the battery life is just, it heats up really badly, and the battery drains really, really quickly. So unfortunately, although it's only 18 months old, it's a little bit past its best. So Ashley had got this phone. This is an 11 Pro, I think it's called, 11 Pro Max, for his upgrade at the beginning of the year, and he'd never switched over to it because last time he switched iPhones, he somehow lost all his photographs. So he's a bit technophobic. I don't know why this keeps dropping. I need to sort it out. So he said this phone was just sitting round because he hadn't switched over to it, and he said I could have this one, which was very nice of him. I use my phone for all my eBay photos and stuff, so it is. I am quite a heavy user, but yeah. So I've got this one now, and I switched over yesterday, and it all seems to be working okay so far. It's not that much different to my old one, to be perfectly honest, although the camera's meant to be a bit of an upgrade. I've not yet taken a photo with it, so I don't know. But plans for this week, as usual at the moment, are non-existent. Get through the week, that's the plan. Oh, I sound very jaded, don't I? I feel jaded, to be honest. I just said to the guy in the parcel shop, when will all this be over? And he said, oh God, I know, it's just so dull, isn't it? Anyway, trying to pick myself up today. I've had a nice shower, I've washed my hair. I'm going to go home and dry it and put some makeup on and crack on with today. It's such a gorgeous day. We've just put the big wicker sofa, that's the word for which I am looking, on the balcony, which we did last year as well, and don't know why it's taken us so long to do it this year actually, but I am going to make the most of this and sit on it. I've had quite a good morning's work today, although I have to say it seems to take me far longer these days. Oh my God, there's a massive, look at that, smoke over in the distance. I hope that's meant to be whatever it is, because that looks like quite a lot of smoke to me. We've had 2 fires in the last 3 days in town. One was a child's nursery, you know, like a day nursery type place. Nobody was in it, I don't think, so that was all fine. And one was a family home, which was terribly sad, a roof fire. Okay, see you in a bit. Bye. A thatch roof, and the house is just absolutely ruined, so awful for those poor people, just terrible. So I'm really hoping that that isn't yet another one, but it's a lot of black smoke, an awful lot. Anyway, yes, I've had a good morning's work. I feel like my pace has slowed down so much, which isn't necessarily a bad thing when there's so little to do, I guess. but I also had a chat with my mum on the phone as well this morning, and we've made a decision about our holiday. We have a family holiday to Cyprus booked on, I think it's the 5th of July, which hasn't been cancelled yet. And there's been a lot of talk in the media about the travel industry getting going again. So it's possible that the holiday won't be cancelled, and the decision will have to be made as to whether we're going or not, or whether we want to lose the money. It's a lot of money because it's a family holiday for 9 people. And my brother had already said that he and his family would choose, if the option came up to go, they would go rather than not go. I've been sort of on the fence. Ashley was in favour of going, and I thought that obviously my parents are elderly, you know, the scenario, and I didn't know what their thoughts were, but I was talking to my mum on the phone this morning, and she said, do you know what, I think we'd just go, I think we'd chance it. And that made me realise that I would probably do the same, or I would do the same. I would go, definitely. I have been holding back on making a decision because I felt that they might not be keen to go, but my dad, you know, he won't remember having gone on holiday. It might be the last holiday he's able to go on. How long do we spend living in fear? Do we... It's a difficult one. Everybody's decision would be difficult, and I'm not asking for any sort of validation or opinions about my choice to do this. It is absolutely the choice of me and my family what we would do, and I would respect anyone's decision that they made, whether it would be to go or not to go. Absolutely 100%. But yeah, that's what we've decided. So I'm kind of glad that the decision has been made. I think it's 80-20 in favour of it's going to be cancelled anyway. I think the likelihood is that it will be cancelled 80-20, but there's that possibility. It's still over a month away and we just don't know. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. We are having a bank holiday Greek feast. Gorgeous afternoon, and Ashley has made us all this delicious food. Can't wait to get stuck in. Even William's excited. Good morning, how is everybody today? I've just spent 20 minutes trying to find my camera. I feel like I need to put a homing device on it, or one of those things that when you whistle it makes a noise. Do you remember those from years ago? What am I looking for now? I have been watching a tutorial on YouTube to clean up a furry chair. Do you remember my furry chair from last week? Just let me go and get it. Here it is. As I said, it doesn't look quite as bad in the camera as it is in real life. But this is all discoloured, presumably from my jeans when I sit on it. And really matted. The sitting part is really matted. This is what it should look like. This nice sort of loose weave, fleecy fur. And it just doesn't at the moment. So I watched a tutorial that said, get a wire brush, gently wire brush it, bits will come out, but that's okay. And then try going over it with washing up liquid and dishwashing soap, sorry for overseas viewers, and a sponge, and see if we can get it to improve that way. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, the first part has been a bit of a success. I mean, it's not like it was before, but it certainly puffed up the pile and made it look a bit better. It's not so matted. It's not exactly the same as it was before, but it's certainly improved. But also it's made the discoloration look better because it's sort of coloured it up. Through the camera lens it looks as though there's no discoloration at all, though there is. So I'm tempted not to give it a wash because I feel like that might make it worse again. I'm not sure. Perhaps I'll just go over it gently. Can't decide what to do. Yeah, I think I'll go over it gently with just a weak solution of washing up liquid and then put it out in the sun. Incidentally, quite a lot of fluff did come out of it. Unsurprisingly, I guess, taking a wire brush to it. But it still looks better than it did before, so I'm quite pleased really. And I've decided that that chair looks unmatted, and I haven't actually cleaned it or anything because it looks fine. Now it's been brushed out, but yeah, I've decided that one can come back in. Which leaves me with this chair spare. I don't quite know what to do with this. I might possibly put it somewhere down in my office for the moment, and possibly not. I don't really know. Anyway, I'm in my bedroom, and I've been promising myself for about 2 weeks to clear out these drawers down here. These 2 sets here, which are all clothes, underwear, t-shirts, mostly summer bits and bobs swimsuits, and they just need sorting. And I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and I'm going to do it. I'm also going to tidy up that lot of hideousness. And then, if I do all that, I'll reward myself with a lunch hour on the balcony, which will be very nice with my book. We have a woodpecker that comes almost every day. I've tried several times to get him on film and haven't managed it. He's on that feeder. There. Oh, there we are. That's a good bit of woodpecker filming. Excuse the noise in the background, it's Will microwaving his lunch.
Sorry.
It's alright.
You're basically David Attenborough at this point.
I basically am David Attenborough, yeah. Poor Will has, he's gone. He has absolute, oh, that was frightening, wasn't it? Poor Will is doing an exam today, and he's got the worst hay fever ever, bless him. Poor kid, he must be allergic to different pollen than I'm allergic to. But yeah, he's really suffering. So that's not good. Ashley's gone to the office. He said it was only going to be a few hours, but that was at 8:30 this morning. It's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm expecting a delivery today for a collab video that I am doing, which you will see on Wednesday. And I've just had an email saying that my delivery slot is between 8 and 10 PM tonight. I'll be in bed by then, for goodness sake. It's late, isn't it? It's late to be delivering things. But anyway, all will become clear. And it's something that has to be delivered today because it's temperature dependent. I don't want to sound mysterious, but no point me telling you now when I'm going to tell you all about it on Wednesday. Anyway, I have tidied and cleared out those 8 drawers. I found a few things to get rid of, a few things to go to charity, a few things to go straight in the bin, and a whole load of washing bits and pieces there. So I'm going to go and put those in the machine along with these bath mats that also need washing, and get them out to dry on the balcony this afternoon. And I'm going to go and find some lunch. I think I've got some salad and some leftover Lyonnaise potatoes from the weekend, so I'm just going to make those up into something quick snack for lunch, and go and sit out for an hour with my book. I am looking forward to that. My new phone case has just arrived from Amazon for my phone, so I always feel a bit nervous when I've got a phone that's not in a case. I like them to be in a case. So let's pop you in there. There we are. Lovely. All sorted. That's good. I've just had a delivery, not the one I was expecting, another one. But it's this foundation, Miccilo. I was offered to try it. They sent it to me. They sent me 3. I chose 3 different colours. They sent me 3 different colours because it's difficult to get an idea from a website, isn't it, of what colour you'll be. I'm not sure. These ones are too pale. That's the first one, but it's really full coverage. I was quite surprised how full coverage is. I mean, obviously that's too pale. That's the second, and that's only that's probably a better colour for me, for my face. My hands are darker than my face, but it's very full coverage and very matte. So I think I might have to. I'll be interested to play with it, give it a little go. I will let you know how I get on with it. I've just been doing my YouTube comments, and I've been asked for more info about how I'm getting on with Baby Shark over there. I like it. I do really like it. I find it very manoeuvrable. I find it easy to use. I think emptying thing comes off easily. It seems to suck up very efficiently. I would say more so than the Dyson, definitely. More so than my big Dyson, because my big Dyson isn't working properly anymore. Ashley's just using it for building now. And more so than my handheld Dyson. I don't know why. And it's quieter. That's the thing I really like about it. It's so quiet. Much quieter than the Dyson, but more powerful. So yeah, all good so far. I haven't done the taking it apart thing. The lift away bit comes, it sort of comes apart. I haven't really used that because for stairs I use the handheld Dyson rather than taking that apart. I just wanted that for uprightness. I mean, at some point maybe I will use it to take it apart and use it, but it's quite heavy. It was heavier than I was expecting. Everybody said, oh, it's lighter than a Dyson, but I wouldn't say it's that much lighter than a Dyson, to be honest, but it's more manoeuvrable. So, but yeah, overall, really pleased with it so far. Right, better go and try and wash this foundation off my hands. Okay, I thought I'd do a quick update on my Marks and Spencer flowers. I've just taken the tulips and the irises out, both of which were dead. The tulips were very much dead. And the irises over the course of today had gone all brown and started shrivelling. So this is what's left. Just put them into some fresh water. They're really nice. I have to say I'm mildly disappointed, I think, by the fact they didn't last a little bit longer. Tulips, fair enough. They got here late last Wednesday and it's now Monday. Oh no, it's Tuesday, isn't it? It's Tuesday. So, well, I suppose that's a week, isn't it? So, yeah, that's okay. I feel better about that now. I've realised it's Tuesday. Bank holiday always throws me out. But, yeah, these are still really nice. The greenery and the little daisy things and these things, whatever they are. So, yeah, they look nice in the white jug, I think, on my desk. So, yeah, I'm happy with that now. I think it's Tuesday. Now I've realised it's Tuesday. Good merry morning. Oh, God, that's not a good look, is it? Going to find a top to put on. Should we try that again? That's better. Right. You go back on there. I thought I would try out this foundation this morning. Let me just put some primer on. How's everybody doing? Are we all feeling okay? I have made a calendar until the shop's open again. It's 20 days today. It's Wednesday. Plans for the day are a bit of eBay, a bit of housework, a couple of admin-y things. The window cleaner's coming at 10 o'clock. All the excitement right there. All the excitement. Let me just whiz you in a little bit so you can see me actually put this stuff on my face. Right, let's have a look what colour we think it's going to be. That's too pale for sure, so we're going between these two. This looks more as that. Let's just do a tiny bit of these onto my hand and see which one looks better. I'm thinking I'm going to put it on with a sponge because it's quite thick and a little goes a very long way. So I'm going to wet my sponge first. Where's my spray? Just wetting it with a bit of Rimmel Insta Fix and Go primer and primer spray, setting spray, whatever you want to call it. And I'll put the foundation onto the back of my hand like that. And yeah, it's not a bad colour match, I don't think. It's very thick. I will obviously link this. If it's any good, I'll link it for you in the description box below. I should be interested to see how it holds up against the sunshine and heat today, because I think it's going to be 24 degrees, so it's pretty warm. So it's actually quite nice. You realise when you've been using a brush for your foundation for ages, when you go back to a sponge, how much of the foundation the sponge actually soaks up rather than putting onto your face. I think sponges were a brilliant concept for the makeup industry. not maybe so brilliant for the end user in terms of the amount of foundation used. So I've got to use a bit more now. Do you know, I actually quite like that. I do. Quite nice and buildable. It has sheared out quite well, sort of on my forehead where you don't want so much, and the outer parts of my cheeks, but where I've built it up a little bit on my nose and the inner parts of my cheeks, that's looking quite nice. I can't read that. I think it's nude 102, but don't quote me on that. I will double check later. Right, there we are. It's done. I quite like that, you know. It hasn't gone cakey yet. I mean, I've only just finished putting my makeup on, obviously. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed, I think. It's probably my brother. I've just sent him a text. He's got a job interview this morning, so fingers crossed, fingers crossed. He was made redundant at the beginning of lockdown, sadly. So fingers crossed for him getting this job today. Anyway, yes, I'm quite pleased with that so far. Let's see how it wears through the day anyway. Today is officially too hot to do anything. Oh, honestly, it's after 12. I've had coffee morning chat with the ladies. I've done 6 eBay listings. And that's about, sorry, 7 eBay listings. And that's honestly about it. I've been very, very slack this morning. No, that's not true actually. I've tidied and cleaned the kitchen. Haven't done my bedroom, which I need to do. I'm going to change my bed clothes today, I think. Right, let's take these empty hangers and refill them in the little stock room. Right, I've just double checked the foundation, and you're not going to be able to see too well. I've got the blinds over the top here, but it's holding up really well. I'm quite surprised that it's breaking down a tiny bit over my nose, I would say, but I have been quite hot and sweaty this morning. But other than that, the usual place, the creases where it would normally break down and sort of settle into, it's not doing at all, so quite impressed with that. I did use a setting spray, which I don't always do because it was so hot today, so that might be something to do with it as well. I also like the colour match on that shade. I thought it was really good, so yeah, I will put the thingy in the description box anyway if you're interested. It's not as cheap as the Purifier foundation, but arguably slightly easier to put on, I would say. Possibly. Anyway, just my random ramblings. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to have a 10-minute break. I'm just made myself an iced coffee, very late in the day. I can't face a hot coffee, so I made an iced one, which isn't actually that iced because I didn't wait for it to cool down before I stuck a load of ice. It's been a busy day for parcel delivery this morning. I've got a beauty pie, which I'll show you a bit later. And I've just had this, and also stuff for Ashley's office is being delivered here at the moment. I don't quite know why actually, now they're open again. So it's 4 parcels I've had to accept for him this morning. Up and down the stairs, sure it's doing me good. Anyway, this just got delivered, which is an air purifier, as if you can't see that, so I'm quite excited to open this. This was sent to me by a company. They sell them on Amazon, and they asked if I'd be interested in trying it, and I've been offered to try air purifiers before, and I've always said no, because it's never been something that I've thought, oh yes, I'd quite like to try one of those. But recently, do you remember when I had that really terrible hay fever at the beginning of lockdown? Ashley suggested to me we got one of these, and I sort of, I didn't know. I had a look at them and thought, no, I don't think so. Anyway, shortly after that, as luck would have it, this company contacted me and said, would I like to try one? And I said yes, and as it's arrived today, the last few days, my hay fever is actually better. I've got it under control at the moment. But the last few days, Will has been really, really struggling. He was doing his exam yesterday with bits of tissue stuck up his nose and his eyes streaming. Bless him, he's been really suffering, and he looked awful again this morning. He's gone out now. But I'm going to try this in his room. I got him to strip his bed before he went out, and I'm going to give it a really good hoover and dust in there. He's got all his windows closed and his door, so I'm going to give this a go in his room and see if it will take the pollen out of the air and help with his hay fever. So of course, the downside of course is that you never know whether it's going to, what's cured it, whether it's the antihistamine or the or the actual machine, isn't it? But nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Let's get it out and have a look. It's quite a smart looking thing. Quite like the look of it. I've just had a read through the user manual, and that's all really simple to understand. I've just had to, you have to unpack the filter, you have to undo the main bit of the body and then unpack the filter. So I'm going to go and give William's room a clean and get this set up in it, I think. It's officially too hot to do anything else until later on now. I've just got myself a can of this. It's £4. It's £1.50 for a pack of 4 of these in Tesco's at the moment. I've got another flavour as well. This is the blackberry and mint lemonade. It is 10 calories per can, so very few, and it looks really refreshing. So looking forward to trying that. I'm going to sit outside, do some video planning, and cool down a bit. Doing housework in this heat is hard work. This was my parcel from Beauty Pie. I'll just show you this because it's lovely. Oh, I bought this. Is for my sister-in-law's birthday. I don't think she watches my videos, so we're all right. It's the Brazilian lime fig leaves and tea gift set, and it's just lovely. It's got body lotion, perfume, and a body wash, and it was only £21 on Beauty Pie, and I think it looks a lot more expensive than that. Very Joe Malone-esque. Then I ordered some more of the vitamin C capsules because I'm running low of those as well. So that was my Beauty Pie order. Not very exciting, really. Good morning. It's Thursday. I've tried 3 times to start this, and on every occasion I've just sounded like a moaning Minnie. I'm just feeling so weary of this whole thing. Much easier when you're having a bad day to disguise it with weekly vlogging than it is with daily vlogging. So you probably won't see much of me today. Right, it's 12:38. The sun is shining. It's a bit cooler than yesterday, a little bit breezy. I've just finished my listings and other emails and stuff. I filmed a video. And I've just made myself a list of various tasks, some desk-based, some house stuff, to do this afternoon, to try and give myself a bit of focus. Poor Will is really struggling with his wisdom tooth. His top wisdom tooth is coming through. I feel his pain because I had terrible problems with my wisdom teeth. I didn't end up having them removed. That's a story I probably ought to tell you at some point. And they settled down in the end, but Will's really suffering with his, so he's having quite a quiet day today. In good news, the air purifier seemed to work quite well. He woke up, although a little bit hay fevery, way less than he has been the last week or so. So I think that the air purifier might have had something to do with that. So that's pretty good. I also discovered it had a funky light. I'll try and get a bit of footage of it later on. That get sort of a colour changing light inside it. You can't really see it until it's dark, so I'll try and remember to do that. Exciting news has just been imparted to me by Mr. Matthews. He tells me that Matalan's open. Matalan is open. I'm in Matalan. It's so exciting. I can't tell you. I'm not going to film because it doesn't really feel right, but I'm going to have a really good look round. I'm so excited. I feel like nobody knows it's open. It's really, really quiet. It's about getting on for 6 o'clock, but it's really quiet in here. And they've got lots of summer stuff, and it just feels like normal. Right, well, that was very, very exciting. I did enjoy my trip to Matalan a lot, as you can probably tell or could tell. I actually wouldn't have a problem filming in there now. I thought it was very, very quiet when I went in it. Oh God, my hair's mental. I only found out about it because Ashley came home from work and someone at his work had told him that Matalan had reopened. It only opened yesterday, so maybe a lot of people don't know yet. So that could have been why it was quiet. However, it was full of lovely summery things. Oh, just so nice. They had still had a lot of the older stock there as well. But yeah, it was full of nice things, swimwear and pretty colourful things and lovely homeware and outside dining bits and pieces, and oh, I just could have spent hours in there browsing. Anyway, I didn't. And I probably didn't buy anything very exciting at all, but I did buy a few bits, so I thought I'd show you. I got this fake plant for my desk. I want it to go on the desk, so as you look at it when you walk into the office, it's sitting there at the back of the desk, so I won't be able to see it from where I sit, but it will look nice as you come into the office. So that's that. It's in like a china bowl, just a sort of speckled china bowl, and it's got black grit type stuff, stones. Well, it's not stones, it's like composite stuff. And that was £14. I got myself a pair of sunglasses. There was so much stuff, I was quite overwhelmed. It was almost like sensory overload. I haven't taken the label off yet, but I loved these. I thought they were fabulous. Really, really like those. I think they suit my face shape as well, I hope. And I like the pink lenses and the little bit of gold on the top of the frame there. They were only £6. They feel quite nicely made as well. Better than my Primark leopard print ones that I do love, but these feel very flimsy. I'm always worried that I'm going to break those every time I wear them. And the final thing I got for me was these shoes. They're like faux suede slingback, sort of mid-heel. Really like those. I put them on and they were comfortable, and they're a wide fit, and they were £14. £14, there we are. Which I thought was good, and I like the sort of pinky nude colour. I think that will go with loads of different things. So pleased with those. And then the rest of the stuff was really boring. I got a double deep fitted sheet in grey for the spare bedroom, and 2 sets of white pillowcases, 2 pairs of just plain white pillowcases, also for the spare bedroom, because I've taken delivery today from John Lewis of this, which is, as far as I'm aware, a new invention. It is a coverless duvet. Is that not the best thing ever? Changing duvet covers is so tedious. So it comes in this bag, drawstring bag. I've not taken it out yet. The reason I got this for the spare bed and not for my bed is that, one, they didn't do it in super king size yet. 2, they only do a 10.5 tog, which is way too hot for me in the summer, possibly in the winter as well, actually. But I'm assuming, obviously you wash the whole thing rather than taking the cover on and off, but I just hate putting duvet covers on and off, and all the buttons come off the bottom, or the poppers get stuck in the tumble dryer. The whole thing of it just seems like a good idea. Just let me take this out and see what sort of volume it is. See, oh yeah, it's quite lightweight. It actually feels really lightweight for a 10.5 tog. It's sort of quilted, and it's like, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, it's sort of almost like a textured pale grey. It came in different colours, only plain, but you could choose. I think there was white. I'll link it below in case anybody's interested. It comes in single, double and king size, I think, and various different colours, all fairly neutral from what I remember, and not massively expensive. I can't remember what I paid, but it wasn't, was it £38, I think? I think it might have been 38 including delivery, but don't quote me on that. But just for the thing of not having to take a duvet cover off, but that will scrunch up and go in the washing machine. Obviously you won't be able to get anything else in with it, I wouldn't have thought. Maybe a couple of pillowcases. I've got a big drum washing machine, so it won't be a problem. I assume it would go in a normal drum washing machine, maybe not that easily, but yeah, pleased with that. So I've got all new bedding for my spare bed, which I will put on tomorrow and see how that looks, and all my other lovely bits and pieces. I think we might have to do a shop with me video in Matalan in the near future. I was going to do my next shop with me, I was going to do in Marks and Spencer's, because I'm really looking forward to going back there as well, to see all the stuff they've got in for spring and summer. So perhaps we'll do that one next when that opens. I think that's opening the 15th of June, I assume. Although I don't know how Matalan's got away with opening yet, because it's Is it classed as essential? I guess any shop could open then, if like Matalan, sort of clothes and homeware. Why could they not? But anyway, I'm going to go and make myself some dinner, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Good morning, welcome to Friday. I have had the laziest but very pleasant start to the day. I started with drinking my tea in front of an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because I forgot to watch it yesterday when it became available. Excuse the state of my dining room table, look at that, honestly. I then had a little bit of a wander through Facebook and chatted to a few people. Then I had a long video chat with Carla, which was lovely, catching up with her about all sorts of things, talking about the charity shops maybe opening and all sorts of good stuff. And I've just had a long chat with my mum on the phone, which was nice, and my dad, hoping to see them quite soon. And I've just been I spent about an hour looking for this candle on the internet, nearly at the end. This is the most gorgeous scent. I got it from either TK Maxx or Home Sense, I can't remember which. The easiest way to describe it is to say it's like a creamy, fresh lemon smell. It's just lovely. And I'd really like another one. I can't find it anywhere. It's very often the case with stuff you buy in TK Maxx and Home Sense, isn't it? So I was looking for another lemon verbena candle and just went down a rabbit hole of lemon verbena, and I found myself on the White Company website almost spending 60 quid on one of their huge candles, which is lemon orange and verbena. I think it's called vervain. And I stopped myself. I only stopped myself, I'll tell you why, because there were two really poor reviews on it. There was only 2 reviews on it, and both were really poor, saying it didn't have much of a scent throw. So I stopped myself at the last minute. So I'm quite pleased about that, because I didn't really need to spend 60 quid on a candle. Anyway, I found on eBay a Bath & Body Works candle called Lemon Mint Leaf, which I thought sounded really nice and refreshing. I've got a lot of my candles are foodie scents, which I love, but more for autumn, winter. Like the appley ones and the donutty ones and the gingery ones. And I don't have a lot that are suitable for summer. So I realise I'm just making excuses here. But yeah, I just fancy something really fresh and zingy if I couldn't get the lemon verbena. So yes, I'm excited about that. It's in the UK anyway, so it should be arriving in the next week or so, I think it was. I'm taking you to see the coverless duvet. Put it on the bed. I really like it. I think it looks really nice. Looks really puffy. It feels really nice. It's going to be so easy just not to have to... Is it really lazy to not want to have to change a duvet cover? I'm not sure if it is or not, but anyway, I'm very pleased with it. Noisy. Right, I've just brought you to see as well, before we finish today's vlog, or this week's vlog, the air purifier. Now, I'll wait till you put your t-shirt on for this. I just wanted to show you the little light, which is quite a cool function at night. It's on number 3 at the moment, so it's quite noisy. If you put the fan speed down to like 1, it's obviously a lot less noisy. I don't know why he has it right by the bed, but he does. So can we have a quick little review of the air purifier?
Yeah, it's really good. It means I don't get heat from my room anymore, even with the windows open. It really helps with it.
Oh, that's good.
Got a much better quality of sleep with it. It is quite noisy when you're asleep, and it's right next to you though.
That's why I plugged it in over there to start with.
Well, yeah, it doesn't really purify the air around you if it's over.
It's meant to do the whole room. It tells you the size of room.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe it would work then. I don't know. I thought it was better there when I have the window open by my bed.
But certainly your hay fever is way better than it was in the mornings at the beginning of the week, isn't it?
Yeah, but obviously I don't know if that's because the point
No,
can't
you know,
change
you
or
could
not.
never say.
But it definitely, since we got it, it has got a lot better.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
I've just put some eye drops in, so I probably look even worse now. But if you're interested in the air purifier, I will link it in the description box below. Right, I'm going to close for the week now. It's Friday afternoon, and I'm just editing this week's vlog, and it's quite long already, so I'm not going to talk to you anymore and make it even longer. And I hope everybody's had a good week. I will see you again on Monday. Not on Monday, I will see you on Monday, but you won't see me till Sunday, but you'll see me in the meantime on Wednesday. Look out for an interesting video on Wednesday. If you're interested in weight loss or diet or clean eating. So look out for that, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.